It's been very, very heated down there. Not forgetting the preparation of Nigeria ahead of the Paris Olympic Games. So a lot to unravel on the show this evening. We'll urge you to sit tight, as of course we have a lot for you. Take a short break, and we will come back from this break. We'll bring you all that you need to know revolving around the water sports. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
To be immortality as an athlete, 19.79. It's a goal, it's 8 goals.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they blood.
I have fought very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today. Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they blood.
I have fought very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
Driver, why you just dey jack us up and down like this now?
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask go?
Because
The land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Greenwoods went for goal. Goalkeeper missed it. Fight there. He does a right hand and down goes Paul straight away.
Welcome back. Stay Sports Extraordinary on Atlantic Television Network. I told you promises to be an exciting edition of the show today. And joining me to do justice on today's edition of the show is Emmanuel Michael. Michael, good evening to you. How was the weekend?
Good evening to you, Kinsler. Good evening to the outside. My weekend was very fantastic, though not totally happy because my lady, Iga Swiatek, was actually, knocked out of this year's Wimbledon. Of course, she's my lady, so not totally happy that she has been hosted out of the competition. But then, away from that upset, I had a very fantastic and a very swell weekend.
All right, let's bring you, how it's happened. We told you there were a lot of upsets in the female category down there at the Wimbledon, but we'll get to that. But let's talk about Nigeria, Michael. Preparation is in top gear ahead of the Paris Olympic game, as we hear that Team Nigeria will be going down to the Olympic with 82 athletes this time. What do you make of the number, 82 athletes?
I think it's a good one. When you have large contingent going for the Paris Olympic game, you can be rest assured that out of these 82 athletes, maybe half of the numbers would definitely come back with something very tangible. So I think for we parading a large contingent is also an advantage. Advantage about the numerical numbers, but advantage again in the sense that we did not just parade 82 athletes. These are some of the best hand that we have so far in the country, because if you go through the names, if you take a meticulous look at those names, you want to say yes, truly these are the best hand that we have in the country so far for this year's Paris Olympic game. And I tell you, I'm very much excited, very happy about this number of contingent that is going to represent Nigeria in the coming Olympic game. I think if there's anything to go by this number and the individual quality of these 82 athletes, we can be rest assured that this is a time for Nigeria to put themselves on the map out there after the Atlanta 96 Olympic Games, where we actually were able to also represent the rest of Africa by putting smiles in the faces of Africa, not just Nigeria. I think it comes once again where we can be able to maximize the young and the youthfulness, the agility that we have in our contingent this year going for the Olympic game. I tell you, I think I'm very, very excited, very hopeful, keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that this 82 athletes is definitely going to fly the flag of Nigeria for good.
We hope that this athlete of close will fly the flag of Nigeria for good. But let's quickly go down and see some of the sports that Team Nigeria will be participating in. We understand that Team Nigeria will participate in athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, football, table tennis, taekwondo. I understand that they will also participate in weightlifting and wrestling. Michael, how prepared are this federation ahead of the Olympic Games?
Kingsley, I think it's a big question how prepared ahead of the Olympic game for each of these federations. I don't know how prepared some of these federations are, but I think I can tell you for sure that when you talk about the athletics, I think we are prepared. You talk about wrestling and weightlifting, then you can say, yes, I will agree that we are pretty much prepared for that very one. But if you talk about cycling, taekwondo, and the rest of the games out there, which we are built to take part in it, I can't actually stick out my neck and say that, we had adequate preparation in terms of taekwondo or cycling. Even gymnastics, I don't know how about their preparation, but you talk about weightlifting, wrestling, athletics, yes, I can be rest assured that we are pretty much prepared for that very one. Hoping that we are going to go out there and make a mark, but then we'll also call to question if actually the cyclists, taekwondo, gymnastics, and canoeing, you also call to question about the leadership of those, sporting federation. How prepared are they? Because I haven't had any comment or come across any verifiable information talking about their preparation level, and that is why I can't stick out my neck and say yes, we are going to do very well in that regard. But then, like I said earlier, I've mentioned the area and the angle which I think we are pretty much prepared. Talk about athletics, boxing, weightlifting, and wrestling. We saw Daniel Igali, what he was able to do so far. Our wrestlers started their preparation here in the Yenegwe, over 2 weeks ago. But the Athletic Federation, they have been doing their own bid as well. Talk about basketball. The D Tigers, we just heard in the last 24 hours that they will be having their camping out there in Germany. When other teams which we are built to lock horns against in the Olympic game, the basketball angle, teams like Canada, Australia, these are some of the teams that will be playing. They have started their preparation last month. They have played some couple of friendly games as well. But we are just starting our own preparation. So I don't know for other federations out there. I don't know how prepared they are. But one thing is very certain: whether they are prepared or not is it's not an issue as it stands right now. The issue is about we going out there with this 82 contingent and go there to make the country proud. And that is one thing that we should be aiming at.
Let's see how it goes for Team Nigeria preparation. We told this in Top Gear ahead of the Olympic Games. The Sport Minister John Waneno has given huge assurance that all will be well down there in Paris.
It's not about all will be well. All can never be well when you don't have adequate preparation. Let us not go spiritual right now, because we are always good at trying to use the spiritual angle of it to polish things. When all is not well, we say all is well. All is not well because their level of preparation is not that good. It's not on a top notch. Of course, we understand the Sport Minister, John Waneno. He has been working around the clock as well, try to liaise with some of these federations to see if we can possibly have a adequate preparation, but he cannot divide himself into 100. Other sport head as well, other leaders that is being manned in a position of authority should also do well to notify the sport ministry and the sport minister of their challenges. If there is any way the sport ministry or the sport minister can come in to aid them in terms of proper preparation, I think that would be good. Let's jettison the idea of always saying all is well, well, all is not well.
All right, so that's the situation of things, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll see how it's going to look like down there in Paris. Of course, the other day we saw the new kits for the Paris Olympic game. It was looking very, very beautiful.
It goes beyond wearing a very flashy and very beautiful kit.
Last time they didn't even have a kit. We heard some of the athletes were watching and wearing their jersey. But now the kits actually came in time before the Olympic Games.
That is a good one. But beyond having a good and a very flashy kit, we should also do the needful. Because if you don't have an adequate preparation, even if you like, go to the highest cloth producer or the highest kit makers and go and get a very beautiful kit without a proper preparation, you cannot still done on those beautiful kits and go out there and do magic. No, it is not the kits that go to play the game, whether in the pitch, whether in the court, in the circuits, I don't know. But one thing is very certain, that if you have not properly prepared, no matter how beautiful your kits are, you cannot go out there and bank on the beautiful kit to deliver the gold medals for us.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. Few days to the Paris Olympic Games, and I tell you, it's really getting interesting. Team Nigeria in top preparation ahead of the games. We hope that this time we're going to get something very impressive, especially in terms of the medals table. But we'll just have to leave that now to take a look at the Wimbledon. You know, the woman is really getting interesting for what we're seeing. And just today, Elena Victorina found it extremely tough to focus on competing at Wimbledon after Russian